before school, before he was.
Wait,
won-
set it up again. So how old were you?
It was 1939. I was born in 1935. It was February 39. I was November 1935. So I was 3, and Nina was 4.5.
And they took you to Florida for half a year for the
Yeah.
winter.
They left us there.
They
My-
left. They
The grandmother in Lakie.
Wow.
My mother, and then my mother went back. She had to go to work.
Amazing.
You wonder why I don't write. Well, I really have lots of reasons. Here's how my day starts. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, and the brats begin to wander. This morning, Linda came looking for me. They both want to sleep with me. Linda gave me a kick accidentally this morning, right in the joint of my foot, that I screamed with pain. It still hurts, and I still feel weak all over. Then when it gets light, to be daylight, I have to wash and dress them. I feed them. Mama has no patience with them after that. I clean them. I go shopping, and when I come home, I have to give them lunch, and that's the way the day goes. Mama says she couldn't stay here without me. I don't know what to do. Alta, that was Uncle Alta. That was their uncle. That was Leah's father. Alta can't get a bit of rest. They make him sick. I told him not to stay here. It's not a rest for him. I like this letter.
Wow.
All in all, we're having a grand time.
Sounds great.
How about sending some money? There isn't a cent in the house. After Alta gave Mama $20 check. She can't ask him for money. Mama says she'll go home, but she's afraid to change the climate for the kids. The kids need shoes, clothes, and other things. Otherwise, they look very well. They always get lonesome and say for their mommy and daddy. I'll cry for them. I guess Alta writes all the news. Some people from Long Island moved in the house next to ours, and they have children, so I brought the kid over there today to play with them. I got a letter from the girls today, and they tell me I'm not doing anything, missing, I guess, anything, or losing anything. Why don't you write some news about the family? Mama seems worried about A.B. Mutty and all the rest. That was Uncle Marty, Uncle Abe, and here's the next page. Here, okay. You want to know about the neighbors? They are very friendly. Dickie's father took us for a ride to the Pan American Airport. He'd take us for more rides, but he always has a cold. Yesterday he was fixing his fishing line, and he held the hook in his mouth. Then he stepped on it and caught a big fish. The hook went right through his lip, and they had some time trying to break the hook. They took him to Dr. something or other. It's the Oakie's friend, and that was Dr. O'Krinis' friend, and they gave him an injection. Esther send us a card. Who the hell is Esther? I don't know her address. So please send also Mrs. Friedman's, O'Krinis. I guess they're all angry at me for not writing to them. You ask if I met anybody. If I were at a hotel, I probably would. But back here in the wilderness, who could you meet? One can't walk out on the street and pick up people. You could pick up plenty, but they're a pack of bums. When Alta comes home from shul, I'll tell him to write. That's some letter, huh? So if you don't want to show anybody this letter, you don't have to. You know the Mr. C in the park? He lives across the street in the Brompton. I saw him in the street, and I asked him if he knew Abe, and he said he sure does. I told him I was his sister. He said, I don't look like Abe. Abe hasn't any hair. I know this is a terrible letter, but I hope things improve, or else I have to give the kids their supper now. Gee, I feel terrible from that kick. I can't even rest if I want to. She kicked me in the hachfa, whatever that is. I hope I don't get a rupture. Oh, I guess in the stomach. I must have kicked her. I gave Rabbi Gordon my address and asked him to come over, but I doubt he will. He said I look very well. I didn't buy a thing, and asked Dave if he could get me anything. That's Uncle Dave.